Hi, good afternoon guys, thanks for joining me. Hope everybody's well, hope everyone's had a nice weekend. The weather at the moment not too bad, we've had quite a few storms blowing through. It's been a little bit of a pain really. The ground now down here is quite wet, so what I thought I'd do today is make one of these camp chairs. I did most of it off camera. I have got a video showing you how to do them, but I'll just finish it off in a moment and just get that finished, saves me sitting down in the dirt. And then the other reason for coming out was to do the tag video. So the tag for today is going to be the 3 luxury items which I carry. And I don't really carry many luxury items, I'm not a luxury person in all fairness. So just going to show you just a few of the things which I do like to carry. Might just be a little bit of food for thought. And like I say, I'm just going to finish this chair off. So what I've got to at the moment with the chairs, I've just made 2 A-frames. One of them has got a cross piece around about 6 to 8 inches just from the bottom, and the other one we put a cross piece just down near the bottom. So the idea, we're just going to slot the 2 together like so, and then we're just going to put just a bar just across the back just to stop the piece that we're going to sit on from kicking up, and then we're just going to put just a couple of slats just across the seat itself just to give us just a little bit of comfort. Okay, so that's the chair now all set up. That's not too bad, nice and comfortable. And I've made it so I could take it apart if need be. Just at the back here, I've just lashed just them 2 poles together so I can take the 2 A-frames apart if I wanted just to move it away or that kind of thing. But a nice, quick, simple project. Very, very comfortable. But good friend Wal a few months ago sent me a little seat mat when I made the other one, and I never actually went back up and used the other one, so that can just go on there nicely, and that's not too bad at all. But like I mentioned, I have made these chairs in the past, so I haven't really showed a great deal about doing them, but for those of you which may be interested, we'll leave the link to the other chair just in the description box. So just quickly now, we're going to run through the tag. We're just going to run through the 3 luxury items which I like to carry. Those are just in the pack there, so we'll just unload them and run through them. So before we actually get into the tag itself, I just want to thank the people that did tag me, and the first person who tagged me was Carl, and Carl is the Dartmoor Explorer. Absolutely awesome guy, great channel. And I do like watching Carl's videos. The days when I lived down Dartmoor I absolutely love, so it's nice to see all the places around Devon and Cornwall where he goes and visits. So we actually did his video a couple of months ago, like I was saying, so apologies to Carl for taking me time about it. And the next person I'd like to thank is Shane. Now Shane is from the Isle of Wight Bushcraft. Again, an absolutely awesome guy with a brilliant channel. It's just coincidental that the last video that Shane did, he did this tag, and it just happened that he tagged me, and he was unaware that Carl had tagged me, you know, in the first place. But I'd just like to thank Shane as well. So the tag itself, the 3 luxury items which I like to use or I like to carry. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, I don't tend to have a lot of luxury items. I'm, you know, just a normal guy, buys normal gear. But every now and again, it's nice to spend your money on something that's it's going to make things a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable. Or again, you know, you could treat yourself and buy yourself something nice. So the first item I wear pretty much daily, whether I'm working or just hiking, going down to the woods and that kind of thing, and that is sealskin socks. So sealskin is a British company, and the things themselves aren't made from sealskins, it's just the name of the company, but they make everything. They make socks, they make gloves, they make hats. I've also seen now that they're starting to make over boots for, you know, biking and that kind of thing. So I'll just pan the camera down, we'll take a closer look at these socks and just see what they're all about. And I brought a few sealskin products out with me, and these are the kind of things which I tend to wear when I'm working. but the socks themselves, like I say, these are the kind of things I wear on a daily basis. So the socks themselves are waterproof and breathable. I've been wearing sealskin socks now for around about 15 years and they've never let me down. So they've got a nylon outer which are nice and stretchy, so nice and comfortable, and just in between the outer layer and the inner layer it's got a breathable waterproof membrane, and then the lining, or the part which is going to be touching your skin, is made from merino wool, so again it's going to wick away any kind of moisture, and it's also going to make things nice and warm and also dry. So unlike wearing a neoprene sock where your feet are going to be sweating the most of the day, with these kind of things you can wear under your waders, you can wear under wallies, or for the majority of the hiking I tend to go with the longer pair. So I've also brought just a shorter pair out. If you go on their website they make hundreds of different sorts of socks. Well, there's just another shorter pair. Again, if I'm wearing approach shoes, or perhaps I'm not wearing wallies and that kind of thing, I'm just wearing a pair of trainers. Then again, absolutely brilliant if the grass is wet and your boots are leaking, that kind of thing. It's you know, they've been a lifesaver at the end of the day. It's only on these cold winter days when everything's soaking wet first thing in the morning and then you're taking your boots off late at night. It's nice just to have dry, comfortable feet. So alongside the socks they make gloves, again, which is waterproof and breathable, and they also make different sorts of hats. And that there is just one of the beanies, again waterproof, breathable. This is the kind of thing I probably wear in the winter time, but when you're working outside all day and it's chucking down with rain, it's nice just to have something to keep you warm and also keep you dry. So these things aren't cheap. For the socks you're going to be spending anywhere between £20 and £40 dependent on the type that you want, and then the hats themselves again anywhere between £20–30. And I suppose because you're paying for all this technology with the membranes and that kind of thing, and the guarantee with them is quite good. I think with the socks it's around about 2-year guarantee, but if you do register them I think it's a lifetime guarantee, and very similar, you know, with the hats and gloves and that kind of thing. But I will leave the links to the website. If, like me, you do spend a lot of time walking through wet grass or working around water, perhaps mountain biking, that kind of thing, then sealskin in my opinion, absolutely awesome. Okay, the next little thing we'll take a look at, and for me this is a luxury, because if it means I can use it, it means then that the sun is out, which is always nice. And this is one of these little hot boxes, or tinder hot boxes by Solo Scientific, and it's a little tinder storage box which is also a parabolic reflector. Most of the time I will bring a magnifying glass out, but I saw this and it's a nice little piece of kit, very very well made, and it comes in two halves, one side being the parabolic reflector itself and then the other side being the lid, but also with the lid you can use that as a little signalling mirror. So the idea behind it is it has got a few little parts. So it's got a tinder arm which just fastens and is stored in the lid. It's just a case of just putting the tinder arm just on the little nipple, just like so, and then you can just apply your little piece of tinder, whether it's a piece of chaga, a little piece of amadou, whether you've got charred cloth or something like that, and then you just shine it just into the sun. And then there's a small little hole just at the back here, I'm not sure the camera's picking that up, but just inside that arm there, and then the sunlight shines through it and then ignites the tinder. And that brings me on to the third and final item, which is this rucksack here. And this is one of the Frost River packs, this one here being the Summit Boulder Junction pack. Absolutely awesome pack, made from canvas. It's got a lot of leather and also brass fittings on it. Very simple pack, it is a day pack, around about 35 litres. So we're just going to take it over in the shade a little bit there, just to get it out of the sun, and then you can have a closer look at it. So the design of the pack is very simple. just basically a bucket style pack. Just take a close look in there. It's just basically one compartment, and then just at the back of it there is a sleeve, so you can put your maps, anything that you don't want to really lose or have it flapping around inside the rucksack will fit in that pocket nicely. But one of the main things I put in that pocket is one of these seat mats, because the only thing which is dividing what's in the packets off in your skin is this layer of canvas, so sometimes you're going to get things which poke through. So just putting just a seat mat just in that flap there, or inside that pocket there, just helps stop the things from digging in your back. Just underneath the lid, or just underneath the flap, we've got a good quality heavy duty YKK zipper, and again for the smaller items, your car keys, perhaps your phone, that kind of thing, you could just store just under the lid. And then just on the front, just working our way down, you've got another pocket just on the front there, a little bit more substantial, and that flares out a little bit, and then that's just fastened just with that brass buckle and leather strap. And then just at the bottom of the pack we've got another compartment, again with a good quality YKK zipper. And this kind of thing I tend just to put a bottle of water in there, sometimes with raincoat. It just means then you haven't got to start getting inside the pack if it is you want to start getting small items out. So the pack itself is made out of 18-ounce canvas, so it is a good quality canvas. I have gone with the bog standard shoulder straps with this. If you wanted to go with an upgrade, you can buy them, which has got the buckskin and also the bridle leather. And the leather on these is the bridle leather, but like I say, the straps themselves are just the canvas and the cotton webbing. So if it is that you're not loading the pack up, it has got a nice basic system of compressing everything down. You've just got this paracord with these brass eyelets, and then you can put your stuff in, just cinch everything down, and it's going to stop everything from rattling around. And when it comes to doing any kind of maintenance on the rucksack, I tend to use the Martexine wax. I've done this a couple of times. It's quite simple to do. You just get the stuff out of the can, just smear it onto the canvas, and then just use a hairdryer, and it just melts into the canvas, and then it just sets. So again, very, very nice looking rucksack. One thing that drew me to it is the style, but the thing that I do like about it is the size. 35 litres is perfect for me for the day, plus also with it being a taller pack as opposed to being wide if you're walking between any kind of trees. Or the idea behind this was for people that were climbing and that kind of thing. It just means then that you can squeeze through narrow gaps without having big side pockets which are going to jam up on everything. So again, not cheap. This is why it's my luxury item. I think I paid around about £230 for it. But at the end of the day, as long as I look after the materials, then this thing should see me for the rest of my days. Okay, so that's the three items which I class as my luxury items, and again it might just be a little bit of food for thought for people. Perhaps you've never seen the sealskin socks, perhaps you're just into solar fires, or perhaps you're looking for a good quality rucksack. So I just want to thank Carl, and I'd also like to thank Shane for the tag. And Carl did say to me, make sure that you tag someone when you've done yours. So the three people which I'm going to tag Rick T. So Rick, if you want to get out, mate, and do a video, and I do understand that things can be difficult for people at the moment, and obviously, you know, this thing isn't mandatory. If you can get out and want to do a video, the option's there. The next person I'm going to tag will be Wade from Woods Walker 1965. I hope you're doing okay, Wade. And the next person I'm going to tag is Stephen Bodiford at Hiking Deep. So again, Steve, if you can get out and you want to do a video, there's a nice one there for you, mate. So I'd just like to thank everyone for stopping by. I hope everyone is keeping well, and I hope everyone can manage to get out and enjoy a little bit of fresh air and also a nice little bit of scenery. So like always, guys, you take care. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.